Hi everybody, it's Nicole. Welcome to my channel. I guess I'm not sure, that's just so weird. But anyway, I'm here today. I'm going to do I don't know if it's going to be quick. But I'm going to do I have a big box of empty wax that I've been melting, and I just keep saving and saving and saving. It's piling up, and I keep telling myself I'm going to do these videos, and I just haven't gotten around to it. So today I'm not going to go through all of them because we would be here for hours upon hours, and so I'm just going to pick out some. A lot of them are going to be more like Christmas, winter type scents because I've been trying to use those up if summer or spring, whatever ever happens here in Minnesota. But so yeah, I've been melting up like a storm. I've been melting all of my winter scents. So I'm just going to get right in here, and like I said, I'm going to skip through a lot of these because they're winter scents. A lot of them, you know, the vendors don't have even right now. They're kind of seasonal, so there's not a huge point in me, you know, describing to you what Christmas tree smells like, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to go ahead and do some here and there, random ones. And yeah, so I'm going to get right in here. The first one I have here is Glitterati Red Hot Cinnamon. And you guys will notice I put the dates on my wax. I just started doing that, oh gosh, I don't know, a couple months ago, just for my own. There's really no reason. I just do it so that way if something needs to cure, I know, you know, when I got it and how long I've had it and whatever. But anyway, you'll see here there's still part of this chunk in here. This was actually, I cut this chunk in half and put one in a 13 watt and the other half in a 17 watt. And the 17 watt one, I dumped that out right away. It was so strong, you guys. This is the other piece that it wasn't even totally melted, and I pulled it out of the warmer. This was, very rarely do I shut any of my warmers off. I never do it. I love in your face, you know, super strong scents. However, Red Hot Cinnamon was just not something that, you know, to have that strong, it didn't appeal to me at all. Anybody that likes this scent, absolutely recommend getting this because it will knock your socks off. It was so strong. The next one I have here is, I'm trying to get this, my camera is all funky, Cheshire Cat by The Bathing Garden. And this was, I must have gotten it into D-Stash, or maybe somebody had, yeah, I swapped, or whatever the case may be. It has a date of July on there. This is my all-time favorite scent from The Bathing Garden. I absolutely love it. It's raspberries and lemon, I believe. I don't know. That's what I smell. I melt that one I melt in my bathrooms. I'm in love with that scent. It is, like I said, my all-time favorite. Another very, very good one is Crystallized Spearmint and Peppermint. This, you guys, is, oh my gosh, it's so good. You know, I know everybody likes peppermint. I like peppermint too, but I prefer spearmint over peppermint any day of the week. It's more, to me, it's a scent I can burn or melt all year long. Peppermint, to me, I feel like I have to just do that in the wintertime. But spearmint is more like a fresh, uplifting, you know, in the morning spearmint kind of is like energizing, but then again at night, spearmint will, like, I don't know, it's relaxing. I don't know. I really, really enjoy spearmint, and this scent is really, really strong. That was one I melted in my bedroom. This is I Heart Wax Pink Vanilla Mint, and I just recently started doing minty, you know, calming scents in my bedroom at night. I really, really like it. I get really bad migraines, and it might sound stupid, it might sound crazy, but those scents, they're just really kind of, I don't know, they're just really peaceful, and I really enjoy them. This one, however, the Pink Vanilla Mint, I'm not a pink person. I don't like pink. I don't like vanilla. I'm not sure why I would have ever ordered this, but I did. Excuse me. This was, I had gotten a gift certificate for I Heart Wax from a Secret Santa, and I had placed an order in November, and you'll see January is when I got my order. Now, I'm debating back and forth whether or not I want to try again, because I was kind of disappointed in this order. In all honesty, everything I got, it almost seems like there was a scent missing. I got a pistachio birthday cake or something like that I don't smell pistachio in any way, shape, or form in it. And for me, pistachio has always been a really prominent scent. So I don't know, like this pink vanilla mint, I do smell a mint in here. A peppermint, but that's all I smell. I don't smell anything else. And on warm, this one just didn't. I put it in my bedroom, 24-watt hot plate, and I put it in there. I've been putting scents in my warmer like probably an hour before I go to bed. So when I get in there, it's nice and full. And that one I put in, and when I went to bed an hour later, I didn't even realize that I had any wax in there. If I put my nose right up to the warmer, I could smell the peppermint, but that was it. It just didn't do it for me, and, that's the only one I've melted. I did melt one of the pistachio, and I got nothing from that at all. I have a few more to try, and I'm going to try them, and before I really write anything off my list, like I said, it was like the whole order was just kind of like something was missing in each scent, but I don't know. And I'm just different, and I don't pick up a lot of the, like that one. What did it have in it? Pink vanilla. I would have never smelled vanilla. Pink's just kind of, I don't know. I'm just, whatever. Here I have Grape Ape from Kay's Creations. I really like these just for the fact that I like when vendors have where you're able to order scent shots or scallops or whatever, singles. I like that because I get too nervous otherwise in ordering in large quantities. This was really good. I love grape scents. This was more of a, it's a candy grape. I don't want to say bubblegum, but it's a candy grape. And for me, Kay's does really well in my 20 watts. I spent months and months, not months and months, probably 2 months testing, if you will, different vendors. And what I did was, after I'd make an order, I would that's the only vendor I'd burn throughout my house. I have probably, on average, 18 warmers going a day, 15 to 18. And I would take one specific vendor and just kind of experiment with all my different warmers and, figure out what works best for me. And so it was really nice to have these singles. But anyway, Kay's I found works for me, works the best in my 18 watts and my 20 watts. Raspberry Zinger. This one was good. It was more of a light scent, but for me, again, this Zinger. I know what a Raspberry Zinger is, but I really like raspberry scents, and that Zinger kind of creams it out, makes it into that bakery scent. But the Zinger, I've learned over the months, I don't like Raspberry Zinger because it's from all the vendors I've tried, it's a very light scent. So that was one I definitely probably wouldn't be buying again, just because it's that bakery. For me, bakery scents are always way lighter than anything else, and so it's hard for me to find bakery ones I like. Scent Illusion, Orange Cotton Candy. Now this one was really good. This one was, cotton candy is another scent I don't pick up. It's just more sweet. It adds sugar to scents. So this was a really neat, I really, really enjoyed this Orange Cotton Candy. It had like a fresh orange, and then it kind of sugar to it. That cotton candy sugared it out. These Scent Illusions I melt in my 24 watts, and they kick butt for hours. Typically, I like to switch out my warmers a few times a day. I get really bored with scents, so I like to, when I was doing my little testing or whatever you want to call it, I pushed it to see how long they could go. And Scent Illusion, I mean, most of the scents I melted from Scent Illusion went strong for a good 6 to 8 hours. So, yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying to go through ones here that I know vendors are carrying. Here I have Glitterati Orange Julius. This one, I split up the chunk and melted it between two warmers, one in my kitchen and one in my dining room. it's more of a creamy, I mean, you could call this orange cake or orange cupcakes. For me, it would smell the same. The Julius must be some sort of, you know, I know what an orange Julius is, and I assume the Julius is just kind of creaming this orange out. So it smells to me, I mean, it was good, don't get me wrong, it was really good, and it lasted for quite a while, but it was more on the light side. It's not, for orange scents, I like, you know, really fruity, bam, in your face, and that was more on the bakery side. I have, sorry guys, I'm trying to find ones that, I've got boxes full of these. This is Pix Petals and Scents, or it was, pistachio pudding cake. Oh, sorry, I think my mail's here. I don't think I have anything coming today. Nope, she just left. So, anyway, this was pistachio pudding cake. I love pistachio. It's one of my favorites. This was a huge Christmas tree, and I cut that in half and melted it between, I did it twice, 2 melts, in my office. Here I have Two Timing Tart Holiday Sparkle. I got this in a D-stash. I've never purchased from Two Timing Tart. For me, I don't have luck. I cannot get anything to throw. You know, everything for the most part smells great on cold, but I just can't, I don't have luck with Two Timing Tart, so I've never placed an order. Kay's Creations Pistachio Pudding Cake. Again, love it. Love pistachio. Any pistachio blend is awesome for me. And again, Kay's, like I said, Kay's, with any vendor, I'm going to have, you know, there's always going to be lighter scents. For me, the bakery scents are lighter, in my opinion, you know. Very rarely do I have a vendor that I'm like, oh yeah, everything, oh, this one's really, this one threw, this one didn't throw. If a vendor's stuff is throwing, all of it throws, it's just going to vary on what scents you're melting. So if I say it's a lighter scent, I'm not saying, like, you know, that scent didn't kick for, you know, 8 hours. I'm saying that it's just a lighter scent. It's not an in-your-face, bam, wow scent. A lot of these, sorry guys, I'm just trying to find ones that aren't Christmassy because it doesn't do me much good to give you Christmas scents. Okay, so here I have a Bit of Bliss Popcorn Black Cherry. I was so excited. This is a bag of chunks. I was really excited to get this. She was having a sale, some kind of a sale. I can't even remember what it was, and I had planned to order, and I totally forgot about it, and all of a sudden, I'm like, oh crap, I have to order. The sale ends, you know, in like 3 hours, and every night, the kids and I, like, we make some kind of dessert or sweet treat, or, you know, just whatever. That's what we do, and that night, we happened to be making candied popcorn, you know, with the Jell-O and the popcorn, anyway. And so I suck at blends. I really do. I come up with the dumbest blends ever. And so I'm like, you know what, I'm going for it. So I did popcorn black cherry. And you guys, this is, oh my god. It's so good. You know, you don't ever think to blend stuff like that, but at the time, that's what we were making, and it smelled so great. I'm like, I have to try this in wax. And Bit of Bliss offers, I think she still does, soy, parasoy, and paraffin. I prefer, I mean, her soy is good. Her parasoy is good too, but I prefer her paraffin. For me, I get it to throw a lot longer. But seriously, popcorn black cherry is, oh my gosh, it's so good. You can, this bag, I didn't even untwist the twist tie. I just tore it open. It was so good. I definitely need to be ordering some more of that. Here is a scent shot from Bit of Bliss in Crushed Velvet. Now, I don't know what Crushed Velvet is. I don't know if that's like a dupe for some type of perfume, or if Crushed Velvet, I don't know. I don't know what Crushed Velvet is. But you'll see here, in there's a quarter of that scent shot left. Again, that's because, like I said, I did different things with all the vendors that I was melting. I did just try different things. This is paraffin, and so paraffin doesn't melt in bulb warmers. It just doesn't. They don't get hot enough. I know some people are like, oh, I don't have any problems, and that's great. If you can actually get paraffin to melt in bulb warmers. You know, if there's no way that you're going to put this in a 25 watt bulb warmer, this scent shot, and get a complete melt. I don't know. I can't. Anyway, so I cut this in quarters. I put a quarter of this in a 25 watt bulb warmer in my living room, and whatever. I have warmers going all over. And the next day, I want to say it was the next day or whatever, my warmers are 24/7. They're always on. They're off just to dump them and wipe them out and switch scents. The next day or something, this warmer is by my front door, and I forget about it all the time. It was the next day, or maybe even 2 days later, I went to my front door for something. We never used that door. And I was like, oh my god, what is that smell? Where is that coming from? And it was this quarter of a scent shot was still throwing, not, I wouldn't say like crazy strong 2 days later, but this was still throwing 2 days later, just a quarter of a scent shot. So like I said, you guys would be surprised at the different, there's different, variations of, timber, different variations of what's going to work for you and what doesn't. Here's another example. I have Super Tarts Spearmint, upside down anyway. I love Spearmint. I love it. And Super Tarts, I'm really digging on Super Tarts. Her wax, I have yet to get a dud or, anything that I shouldn't say anything that I don't like, because there's been a few scents in the samplers that I don't like. Not that they're not good. It's just I'm kind of scent picky, if you will. I'm not picky. I don't like what everybody else likes. But this I threw it in my 24 watt in my bedroom. Kicked butt all night long. Like, here was one. Caramel apple cheesecake. This wasn't one. I wasn't overly fond of it. I do smell the caramel, the apple, and then like the cream for the cheesecake. But, that's not something I would have bought. I probably did order that. Who knows? I spaz out at every freaking opening. But that's just, or like this, pumpkin caramel cinnamon rolls. I don't do pumpkin. This kicks butt though. Those cinnamon rolls are so good. Again, I can throw her wax in my 24 watts and it's going to kick butt all day long. Got all these Super Tarts here, guys. I'm trying to find ones that I know, she restocks. Not sure if you guys have tried the Sandman yet. It's really neat. I got this in a round robin. Otherwise, I would have never. Blueberry cheesecake, I don't like blueberry scents. But her Sandmans are like this little bead, like sand, scoopable kind of stuff. And they're really good. This blueberry cheesecake, I had to shut it off because I don't care much for blueberry scents. And that thing, throw that scent shot of this stuff in a 24 watt, holy cow. It like overtook my house. This is my all-time favorite Super Tart scent in Cherry Starburst. I just started melting these. I was hoarding them. It's so good. So good and yummy. And I got a couple of them here. I'd gotten a sample from her and I didn't know what it was. There wasn't a label on it and we figured it out. And I've been in love ever since. But I was trying to show you guys. I guess I don't have any right out here. This is Cactus and Sea Salt Sweater Weather Vanilla Bean Noel. That's a lot in there. I broke this one. This is the Hulk. This is also Super Tarts. As you guys will see, there's a half a scent shot left in there. And I'll tell you, she says to use the 24 watt hot plate works best with her wax. And I agree. It's paraffin that works best. But my daughter's obsessed with Super Tarts. And all she has is a little a little 15 watt Scentsy bulb warmer in her room. And obviously that big ol' scent shot is not going to fit, nor is it going to melt in there. So I cut Super Tarts in quarters. And I'm telling you right now, a quarter of a Super Tart scent shot in my daughter's room in her little 15 watt bulb kicks ass for like 2 days straight. That, I'm not even kidding you guys. It's insane to me that happens, but it does, and you don't have to believe me if you don't want to, but my daughter melts Super Tarts every night. Then I have BZ pistachio pudding cake, and I will tell you guys, this pistachio, it's probably one of the best pistachios ever. I would have never in a million years ever ordered pistachio from anyone. This came in a D-stash I'd gotten, I don't know. It was just part of a D-stash, and I would have never even looked at this twice. Like, gross, who wants pistachio? What the hell is pistachio pudding cake? I've never had it, but I opened this and I instantly became obsessed. I've had this since like October, this Scent Shot, and the only reason I have melted it is because I just got some more on the last restock. So that's where my obsession with pistachio came. It's all BZ's fault. Next I have the Bee's Knees Stress Relief. It's a Bath & Body Works type. Typically I don't go for stress relief types because they have lavender and I hate lavender. Oh, I just can't even stand lavender. But this, I smell not peppermint, like a spearmint. And there might be a little bit of lavender in there, but it's not the gross, like, floral ick. I don't know. There's definitely maybe some eucalyptus in there too, but this is probably one of the best stress relief or, you know, bedtime scents I've ever smelled, ever. Like I said before, I get migraines, and I put this in my room, and it's such a calming, like, oh, it was so nice. I definitely would buy more of this. I was just looking, and I don't see this scent listed on her scent list anymore. Now, I'm not sure if she ran out and just took it off until she gets some more or what the deal is. But if you're watching this, Bonnie, get some more of this because this kicks butt. I will order this by the pound. I absolutely love that. That is so far the best bedtime scent I've ever had. Cherry Limeade by Shays. Now, like I said, very rarely do I have to shut off a warmer. This was one I had to shut off. Super strong. I've never ordered. This was in a D-stash. It was super strong, and like I said, cherry is one of my favorites. But I'm learning now, and I love lemons and limes, but I'm learning now that I used to think it was a good idea. You could mix, you know, cherry and lemon and grape and lemon and lime and this and that, and you can't. For me, these scents, anything that you mix with like a lemonade or a limeade, end up smelling like cat pee. And I don't know if I would call this cat pee, but it's more of like a cat pee pledge. I don't know. You know, it kick your butt, knock your socks off, but the scent itself is just, it's not good. I didn't like it. And that's not just with Shays, that's with any, you know, I can go here, got a bit of Bliss, I did a grape lemon blend, gross. It was good, you know, it's good, it was nice and strong, but that grape and lemon just reminded me of cat pee. Root beer jelly beans, this was a bit of Bliss too, this was a cupcake in soy, and I found for myself, I cut the cupcakes either in half, and melt halves in my 13-watt hot plate, or I will melt quarters in my bulb warmers, and they do very, very well. Let's see. I have Mariposa Candle Company Cherry Mist. Again, my cherries, love them. This one, it's hard for me to explain to you guys. It's definitely cherry, but it doesn't, you'd think the mist is going to be like that effervescent fizzy pop. And it's not. It's got like it's kind of bubbly, but more, I don't know how to explain it. It's not that tickle your nose. It's a really good, fresh, clean cherry scent, if that makes sense. A clean cherry scent. I don't know, but it is. The next one is Front Porch Amaretto Amaretto Jubilee Cherry Ice Cream. This one is my all-time favorite Front Porch. You really pick up, I don't know, Amaretto Jubilee Cherry Ice Cream. You really pick up like a cherry, like kind of a creamy sweet cherry, if that makes sense. It would remind me more of like a fresh cherry pie. I don't know. It's really good. That's my favorite scent from Front Porch. We have Waxy Lady, Cherry Parfait Zucchini Bread. This is so good, and I'm not sure, her zucchini bread is different than any I've ever smelled. I enjoy it very, very much. I'm not a zucchini bread person. Maybe it's just the blends that I get from her, the cherry with the zucchini bread. I don't know. But Waxy Lady, that's another one I melt in my 20 watts, and I have really good luck. This is another Waxy Lady, Ultimate Pistachio. This was like a little chunk. And again, you know, pistachio, cherry, that's all I need to make me happy. And Waxy Lady, like I said, works best in my 20 watts. I have Rose Girls Cherry Nut Bread. And I'm really sad because this kicked butt. I really, really, I still love it. I really like this scent. The chunk, however, wasn't very big, and I didn't get a very good strong throw, so I'm not sure if it was because of the size of the chunk, or not really sure what happened there. Rose Girls Raspberry Cotton Candy. I am in love with Rose Girls Cherry and Raspberries. Oh, I could eat that. That was another one that was just, it was tiny. It was like maybe a half an ounce. So I'm not sure if it was good. It just wasn't in my face really strong like I like wax to be. And I think it might be because the chunks were small. Here's another one. I really like this scent. Over the Moon Rose Girls. That's a really nice, I can't smell it in the bag. So I can't remember. I don't have the scent description, so I'm not even going to go into them if I can't smell them. What else do I have? I have so much over here. Crazy, crazy. And then I've got, you know, just different, I'm not going to get into all of these. I'll just have this, my last here. Candles from the Keeping Room Mimosa Mandarin. You guys, this scent, I hope that this was offered in her last restock, and I hope that I got a ton of it. It is so good, so good. That mandarin, you'd think that you're just getting like straight up orange, whatever. That mandarin in here is so sweet and so just good. Like the best mandarin scent ever. Gosh, I just need that in like pounds, you guys. This is so good. And I've recently just started melting candles from the Keeping Room, and I melt them in my 24-watt hot plates. I haven't tried anything else yet. But as soon as I have time, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to experiment with those also. So I'll do one more here. I have Lasting Scent Candles, Peppermint Marshmallow Snow. This one, now I don't know, excuse me. This was in a D stash, and so I don't know, I think this was it was a D stash or a swap or something. I've never been able to place an order, so it wasn't something that I purchased. But for me, I didn't get, it was really light for me. You know, everybody raves about Lasting Scent, and so I was really excited. It's not a scent that I would have, you know, picked out on my own, but the peppermint, you know, I like that in the wintertime, and it was just okay for me. So I don't know, peppermints are usually stronger scents too, so I don't know if this was older or, you know, if I should have melted it in a lower wattage or what. I mean, I should have gotten some, I got a little bit, don't get me wrong, but I was really, it's not what I expected at all. You know, you hear people talk about this and that, and so you get excited for something, and then it's really not. Does that happen to you guys too? It's really not what you expected it was going to be, and so I shouldn't say I was disappointed, I guess. Wouldn't be a good, yeah, I wasn't disappointed. It's just not what I expected. And then I've got Derriere Candied Spruce. I don't know if you guys can see that. That was part of a sampler I got. And I love sugared spruce scents. It's just so nice. You get that spruce, but then you get like a candied scent also. Anyway, I'm just going to stop right there because I started rambling and I don't even know if any of it made sense, but I feel good. I'm just going to go ahead and throw these empties all away now, and I can start over and do the reviews the way that I wanted to do them. So hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching.